Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars, welcome to another tag video. Now Leo over at Geek Legion of Doom has created this new tag, and it's kind of like a what would you rather or what would you do in this scenario type situation tag. And he has created 10 questions, and you've got to kind of give your response to each of these questions. What would you do in this scenario? It's quite a fun one. So what I will do is at the end of the video I'll probably tag 2 or 3 channels, but also I'm going to leave this as an open tag. If you're watching this and you're interested in doing it, please feel free to do so. You can even join in the comments if you like and give your answers in the comments if you want to join in that way as well. That's absolutely fine. So we'll get straight on with it then. Now the first question that Leo has posed is hopefully, if I can figure it out with my limited editing skills, hopefully there's a slide there now just showing you this first one. And the first one is: you are to look after a cute companion for at least 1 year. Which do you choose? Now your options are Gizmo from Gremlins, Pikachu from Pokemon, Grogu from Star Wars, otherwise known as Little Yoda, or Baby Groot from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, which one of these would I choose as a little companion for at least 1 year? Well, I wouldn't choose Gizmo, because that would probably set off a plague of gremlins all over the world. Let's be honest, that the kid in the Gremlins film, he couldn't keep him for one night without, getting water on him and feeding him after midnight and all that kind of stuff. So a whole year, could you imagine how many gremlins you'd unleash on the world? So definitely not Gizmo. Pikachu from Pokemon, I wouldn't choose him because I'm not a fan of Pokemon, basically. Baby Groot is really cute, but he's pretty naughty at the same time. So I'm going to go with Grogu from The Mandalorian, Baby Yoda essentially. Now I know he can be a little bit naughty, but he's just so damn cute. Imagine the pictures you're going to be able to put on for social media of that cute little thing by your side. So it's going to be Grogu from The Mandalorian. That would be my choice. The next one is it's date night. You are able to take one character, not the actor, the character, out on a romantic date on the town one night. Who do you pick? Well, the gentleman at the bottom I wouldn't be interested in, obviously, because I'm a married man. I would go with... let's be honest. So I've got a choice of Ava from Sin City, A Dame to Kill for, Selena Kyle, Catwoman from Batman Returns, or Catherine Trammell from Basic Instinct. That's like, any of them have got the problems, haven't they, really there? I'd probably go with Catherine Trammell from Basic Instinct. She's just so damn hot. Yeah, you're putting your life at risk, but my God, it'd be an interesting date, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go with Catherine Trammell. Right, the next question that is being posed is: which toy out of your collection, which is all pictured there, all them pictures there of them toys, comes alive at night, a la Toy Story style? So all of these toys that you see pictured here, which one of those, which one would I choose to come alive at night? Right, so you've got Skull Trooper from Fortnite, Starlight from My Little Pony, Dipsy from Teletubbies, Bumblebee from Transformers, Donatello from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Darth Vader from Star Wars, He-Man, Barbie, and yes, an unbranded adult toy. I don't need one of them. I'm married, damn it. Right, do you know how I'm going to choose here? Because it used to annoy the crap out of me when my son was young. I'm going to choose Dipsy from the Teletubbies so I could smack him right on the nose. That would be my choice, Dipsy from the Teletubbies. Right, the next question being posed here is: you've committed a crime. Your punishment is either Jabba the Hutt's slave for 5 years, or take your chances with a trap set by Jigsaw. None of them are brilliant, are they? Right, I don't think I'd go for the Jigsaw one because I'm crap at puzzles. I'd lose my head within seconds on one of them traps. I'm really, really terrible at that sort of thing. You know, La Crystal Maze, that's a UK game show. If you put me on that show, I wouldn't solve any of them puzzles. I'm terrible at them. So I wouldn't go with that one. I would go with Jabba the Hutt's slave for 5 years, because let's be honest, who didn't look at that party at Return of the Jedi and not want to be there? It looked pretty damn cool. So if you're going to get a few of them parties in, you know, 2 or 3 nights a week, yes, okay, you might have to bring him the odd creature to eat and, you know, wipe things you don't want to wipe, maybe, but it'd be worth it. It'd be more fun than having your head chopped off within 15 seconds anyway. So that would be my choice for that one. The next one, and this is actually a question that I helped contribute to for Leo at Geek Legion of Doom, is you're a rookie cop. Your first day on the job, you can choose which movie cop you'll take for a partner. Who would you choose? So you've got John McClane from Die Hard, Marge Gunderson from Fargo, Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, Harry Callahan from the Dirty Harry films, James Carter from Rush Hour, and Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz. Right, well, I wouldn't choose John McClane because, let's be honest, he wouldn't be able to go to the shops without being attacked by terrorists, so definitely not him. I wouldn't go for Marge Gunderson from Fargo. Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, again, not sure. I would go for him. Nicholas Angel, no, he's too by the book. James Carter, no, because his voice is really annoying and you just want to smack him on the nose and all. I'd have to go with Harry Callahan. Although his track record with partners is not brilliant, I would have to try and buck that trend. That would be my challenge, to not get killed within the first week. But yeah, I'd like to have Dirty Harry as my partner. Definitely, I think. The next question. You are stuck on a desert island for a 2-year stretch. You have plenty of food and shelter. For entertainment, you are given a choice of 2 movies and 1 season of a TV show, along with a portable DVD player with infinite battery. What 2 movies and season of a TV show do you bring? Right, for the TV show, I have chosen The Terror. It's only 1 season. Well, they did make the 2 seasons, but the first season is the one, you know, where they go, the 2 ships in the 1800s to try and find the passage. And they get stuck in the ice, and it's just basically, it's a brilliant TV show, and I could be able to watch that over and over again. That's fantastic. I'd take that one. The 2 movies is much more difficult, I think, much more difficult. So I decided on Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and then I'd spend the first year watching Avengers Infinity War, and then the second year watching Avengers Endgame. In between the season of The Terror, so to try and break it up. So that's my answer for that one. Right, the next question is, pick 2 characters to defend you while the other 4 try to kill you. Which 2 do you pick and why? You've got Optimus Prime, Conan, the Predator, Dracula, Jason Voorhees, and Iron Man. Right, which 2 of those would I pick to defend me while the other 4 try and attack me and kill me? Well, I'd pick Iron Man firstly, and I suspect a few people were going to say this one because he's got access to the Avengers, so maybe he'd better put a call in and get some of the Avengers to give us a hand. It didn't specify that you know, they can't call in help, Leo, so I could pick Iron Man for that reason. And even if he can't bring any help in, let's be honest, he's pretty hardcore, is Iron Man. And the next one I would probably choose, and I was going to go with Conan, because, you know, he's Conan. But I'm going to choose Optimus Prime instead. I think the combination of Optimus Prime, I mean, he's huge for a start. A huge robot. He could turn into a truck that I could jump on and drive. He could drive me off if things are going pear-shaped. If they take out Iron Man for some reason, I can jump in the truck and we're off. And I think Optimus Prime and Iron Man, they'll be able to take out all of the other 4. And let's be honest, Dracula would be bloody useless if he's fighting in the daytime anyway. So, yeah, that's my pick. Iron Man and Optimus Prime. Right, the next question. The Blob versus The Thing. These 2 movie monsters fight it out in your location you are in right now. Which one wins? Well, I am in the place I film at home, in Halifax, West Yorkshire. Though not sure how the location would affect this battle, but I don't know an awful lot about the Blob's powers. I have watched certainly the modern remake of the Blob film a while ago, but it's just a blob, innit, that absorbs people. And the Thing, as we learned in that film, I think is a far more dangerous entity because it, takes over and absorbs, and as they showed in that clip on the film, if it got to the mainland, within, what was it, 48 hours, 72 hours or something like that, it would almost like take over the world. So all it would need to do would just be to assimilate the Blob, and the Blob then becomes a thing. That's my answer anyway. The Blob could, he could blob himself all over the Thing, but the Thing will just assimilate it from the inside. He can't win either. Whatever it does, really, the Blob, I don't think. That's my logic anyway, whatever logic there may be with this answer. The next question. An island has been invaded by unknown forces. The US president is being held hostage. You must select a 3-person team to get onto the island. Rescue the president and take out the invading forces leaders by any means. Which 3 characters do you select for this mission? I can't believe you didn't put on here, Leo, Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. He's well known for rescuing presidents, but other than that, I would have chose Snake Plissken if he was on here. I'm going to choose, you've got here Alice from Resident Evil, Brian Mills from Taken, Toby Wong from Drive, Black Widow from the MCU, Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldier, Lee from Enter the Dragon, John Wick, Han Solo, John Rambo, John Matrix from Commando, Joe T. Armstrong from American Ninja, and Dylan from Predator. I'm going for the ultimate tag team here. I'm going for John Rambo and John Matrix. Them two together, it doesn't matter what army you put in front of them, they're going down. And because you're allowed 3 people, I would choose Brian Mills from the Taken films, because he's a bit older, a bit more up there going on probably. He can coordinate it, and he can also get involved as well and take some bad guys out as and when needed. But he wouldn't need to. He could coordinate both the Johns, John Rambo and John Matrix, and make it so that they will just destroy everything in front of them. So that's my answer. And the final question Leo puts is: you are in charge of casting a Star Wars remake. Who do you cast as the Trinity? And the Trinity is Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. Right. This was probably the hardest one for me. And Han Solo, I have gone for fairly obvious one, Chris Pratt, or Jensen Ackles from Supernatural. That would be my 2 choices for Han Solo. Both of them very charismatic, funny. I think that either of them would be good as Han Solo. I thought Jensen Ackles should have been cast as Han Solo in the Han Solo film that they did a couple of years ago with Ron Howard directing. Princess Leia, I've gone with Alexandra Daddario, who you may remember from, the San Andreas film with The Rock, and Baywatch. Was in Baywatch as well. She's really beautiful. She's got really unique eyes and things like that, and I think she'd be really, really good. And for Luke Skywalker, I'm going for probably the most obvious one. I'm going for Sebastian Stan. Everybody's been clamouring for him to be cast as Luke Skywalker and things like that in The Mandalorian or whatever. This seems like perfect casting. And when you look at the comparison pictures, it's actually quite remarkable how much he does look like Mark Hamill, actually. So, yeah, that's my choice for casting for the new Trinity in Star Wars. And that's it, guys. Okay? So, that's my answers to all the 10 questions. Like I say, if you want to take part, it's an open tag. Please feel free to do so and have some fun with this tag video. And obviously, you can join in the comments as well if you really want to. The 3 channels that I am going to tag specifically for you guys to do it, and obviously there's no pressure if you don't want to do it, is Lost in the Reel, Geeky Hijinks. I would love to hear some of your answers on this one, Geeky Hijinks. I'm sure you make it a lot of fun. and Man of Movies, who is fairly new to my channel. I would be interested in checking out your video on this as well. So I hope you enjoyed my answers, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and of course I will be back with plenty more content on the channel very, very soon.